Hakuoi listeners, let's learn sumo. I'm Clayton. Welcome to the podcast. Don't forget, join me on X and Instagram at Let's Learn Sumo. This is day 11 and 12 of the July Grand Sumo Tournament in the regional city of Nagoya, in the brand new IG Stadium south of Tokyo in the summer heat. Pointy end of the tournament approaches with the leading pack changing day to day as usual. We left day 10 with Ichi Yamamoto in the lead. In the sole lead, day 11 saw Ichi Yamamoto taking on Komusubi Takayasu the Bear Papayasu. Big, huge Oshi battle as Ichi Yamamoto took it to Takayasu. They exchanged thrusts and Ichi tries a half-hearted pull down, which really didn't go anywhere. Ichi tried to drive Takayasu back, but Takayasu got a deep right inside belt and yanked Ichi around his body for a big, huge body roll throw. Shitate nage underarm throw. Ichi is stuck on 9 wins. Takayasu, he moves to 8 wins for his Kachikoshi, ensuring he will stay in the Sanyaku ranks come September. Day 12 tonight, Ichi had his biggest test yet against the Yokozuna Onosato, who he has yet to defeat. Ichi comes out driving at Onosato's chest. Onosato goes on the retreat as Ichi drives forward hard. As he does, he's going down frontways in a big dive. Onosato is up on the bales. Onosato's foot just leaves the bales around the same time as Ichi's thigh touches down on the ring. The Shimpan judges call a mono-e. It's a long one, and the crowd was quite feisty tonight. A big long conference. The judges then decided after a number of replays, Toraneoshi rematch. Ichi Yamamoto touched down, they say, as Onosato went airborne off the bales. Rematch. Ichi had to try again. He comes out hard again on the chest and drives Onosato back with a double nodowa on the bales. Onosato got on the back of Ichi Yamamoto's belt fast and turned him around, drove him back to the other side before Ichi got able to turn around, defend at the bales, but Yorikiri push over for Onosato, a lucky escape for the Yokozuna. Look, it's hard not to think that Ichi Yamamoto got a little bit done over by the Shimpans then. A few of the replays I saw, Onosato did look like his foot had lifted off the bales before Ichi Yamamoto's leg touched down. That would have put Onosato in a dead body position, which is effectively the unrecoverable position. You're airborne outside the ring or in a position you're unable to recover from. That is dead body. But the judges called it. Onosato gets that win. Day 11, Onosato faced Sekiwake Kirishima. It was a really good defensive effort from the Yokozuna, better than I've seen before. They touchy-eyed and Kirishima got a double inside body grip on the Yokozuna. He used it to pull Onosato around and to the bales. Onosato, he is in trouble, but he saves it. He has a deep right outside belt. Onosato uses the belt as they try to move, try to throw Kirishima Uwatanage, but then pulls the opposite way, drags Kirishima down in an open twisting throw as Kirishima lands on his backside at the bales. Onosato lands on top of him. Onosato wins by Wata Heneri, a twisting overarm throw, where you get the overarm grip on the mawashi, you pull down on the opponent, he goes down on a knee or twists down. Look, after tonight's win over Ichi Yamamoto, Onosato is now on 9 wins, 3 big Kimboshi losses, and to be honest, he was lucky not to give away another one tonight, so he's only one behind the leading pack. Our other chaser, Ayanishiki, faced Magashira 2 Abi on day 11. And to be honest, you can tell Ayanishiki has these upper rikishi spooked. The touchy eye by Abi was probably the most tentative touchy eye I've seen him do. Abi tries to pull Ayanishiki down Hatakikomi, but he stayed up. He tried a nodowa. It doesn't really do much. Then a Hatakikomi, but Ayanishiki, he has excellent balance. He goes in low and drives Abi back over the bales in a rugby tackle. Yorikiri for the joint lead on day 11, 9 wins for Ayanishiki. Day 12 saw Ayanishiki facing the veteran Tamawashi. Really good touchy eye as Tamawashi keeps Ayanishiki off the belt. They try a little bit of oshi pushing, but Ayanishiki works in to get on the belt. He gets that left side. Once he's on the belt, Ayanishiki is super dangerous. He uses it to pull Ayanishiki around for a clean shitatanage underarm throw. Just impressive as he gets to double digits with 10 wins. He is in the lead. Tamawashi faced Korizakura on day 11, perhaps a bit of age himself. Tamawashi drove hard at the touchy eye, pressed forward. Korizakura felt it, spun away. Tamawashi, feet slipped out from under him. He went down. Hikiyatoshi pulled down for Korizakura. Tamawashi fell out of the lead pack on day 11. And with his loss to Ayanishiki on day 12, Tamawashi is now stuck on 8 wins. Kusano, fellow pack chaser Mitakayumi, they met on day 11. This was to see who was going to get the next step along. Good, even touchy eye. Kusano got onto a left belt grip. They locked up. Kusano got driven back, but Kusano broke the hold and Mitakayumi's balance pulled him around using the belt. Mitakayumi goes flying over the bales. That was 9 wins for Kusano for the joint lead. Day 12, he finally got to face some senior Sanyaku wrestling. Wakataka Kage versus Kusano. To be fair, Kusano did put up a very good effort. Wakataka Kage did have to work very hard with his experience with this one. Wakataka Kage went in low, got a right inside belt, gets his left hand in close to Kusano's arm. They held for a little while. Wakataka Kage was super low in the grip. I was waiting for someone to try the Uchimuso leg whack or something. Wakataka Kage got his left hand into the body and up on inside, drives Kusano back to the bales. Kusano resisted, but he got crushed out and driven into the alley, fell right on top of Onosato, gave him a little bow as he came back up. Yoritayoshi frontal push down. Kusano drops out of the lead with 9 wins. Still there though. Wakataka Kage, he gets his Kachikoshi, 8 wins after his fast-paced win over Hakuoho on day 11 as well. Our other pack chaser, Korishoho, he faced Takanosho, where Korishoho easily dispatched him on day 11 with a double inside Yorikiri drive. Day 12, Korishoho had Komusubi Takayasu. It was a good touchy eye meet. Step back and let Takayasu go past, help him over. That had Takikomi for the win for Korishoho. The joint lead, if you can believe it, for the Magashira 15 with Ayanishiki. Atami Fuji, he stays in the hunt after a series of really bad results. He's in the hunt with 2 good wins. Good belt Yorikiri win on day 11 over Shodai. Battle of the big boys with his win over Mitakayumi tonight. It was a pretty good touchy eye against Mitakayumi. He pushed Atami Fuji back, but Atami Fuji drove hard with his oshi and drove Mitakayumi back across the ring and over. Tsukidashi thrust out. Atami moves to 1 behind the leaders, 9 wins. Sekiwake Kirishima, he faced Ozeki Korizakura tonight. Good touchy eye. Kirishima gets into the belt and a left in, right out grip. Korizakura was outside and worked hard at his balance and held Kirishima. Kirishima was moving, trying hard, but Korizakura took a big risk and went hard for the inside grip as Kirishima tried hard to resist him, but Korizakura had really good balance, drove his hand in, and despite the defense, he gets inside, drives Kirishima over to the bales, and they crash into the alley. Yorikiri win for Korizakura for his 7th win. Kirishima, he has 8 wins, but he's been stuck there for 2 nights. The other Komusubi, Oshoma, he notched up his double figures, but unfortunately that is double figures in losses with another loss to Hirodumi. Fast-paced as usual. Hirodumi got him to onto the bales for a really big crush-out win. Wakamoto Haru down in Magashira 1. He's had 2 wins on the trot with a Hataki Komi win over Hirodumi on day 11 and a Kuridashi against a rear push-out against Kimbozan. He turned Kimbozan around with the belt and ushered him fast across the ring and over the bales. Wakamoto Haru already has his losing record, his Makikoshi, so he's looking to limit the damage at 4 and 8. Kimbozan on 3 and 9 after his win over Oshoma and a loss to Wakamoto Haru. Abe sits on 7 wins after day 12 with that loss to Ayanishiki, win over Oho tonight. Haku Oho also on 7 wins with his loss to Wakataka Kage on day 11 and a win over Onakatsu tonight. Easy double inside Yorikiri win there for Haku Oho. Our gift from outer space, Ura, the pink Mawashi man. He gave Fujinokawa a bit of a demonstration on day 11 of what he can do. Big touchy eye as Ura goes low. They started a thrusting match. Ura gets a thrust and Fuji is going back to the bails. Ura follows up with a high grip and forces, he yeeted Fujinokawa over the bails, and for some reason Ura stood there staring out into the crowd for a moment. 7 wins for Ura there. Ura faced Meisei tonight in another Ura special. Big strong touchy eye as Ura chases low. Meisei is trying to slap him down. They re-engaged as Ura chased Meisei across the ring where Meisei is against the bails defending. Meisei almost gets Ura slapped down as Ura's hand must have missed the ground by just mere millimetres. They both miss each other as Ura goes to the side. Meisei is upright trying to rebalance. They come back together, but as they do, Meisei goes for a big slip. Ura gets a hand on the back. Meisei sprawls into the splits. Ura then jumps over his leg to rebalance himself. Kachikoshi for Ura, 8 wins, 3 wins for Meisei in a fairly miserable affair. Takeru Fuji, he's on 5 wins, after 3 losses on the trot, I should say. Look, he's fighting with a bicep tear, which is simply stupid. He needs to stop, get it fixed, go and have the operation before he does some long-term damage. If he doesn't, it will heal very poorly. It compromises his fighting, makes him desperate like he was tonight. He charged hard tonight and fell forward. It was a really poor loss, I should say, for Takeru Fuji. Gonayama on 7 wins with a win over Roga tonight. Yorikiri, good double inside grip. In good news, Chiyoshima finally posted a win on day 12. He was 0 and 11 coming into tonight. He got a win over the big yellow circle KO, got the belt Watanabe through KO, who bounced when he landed over the bails. 1 and 11 for Chiyoshima. KO will sadly be on the Juryo barge. I do enjoy watching his fights. He's already Makikoshi, having a miserable affair at 2 and 10. Look, his retreating pulling style has not worked this tournament at all. He needs to go back and rethink how he's going to do it. If you thought Abe had a fairly brutal Nodowa, you ain't seen nothing yet. Takanosho delivered a senior message to poor little Koto Eiho tonight. He drove Koto to the bails and with a double Nodowa kept pushing and crushed him down as Koto Eiho was slammed to the ground at the bails. Oshi Tayoshi officially, brutal unofficially. Kachikoshi for Takanosho, 8 wins. Koto Eiho, he will be on the Juryo barge. He's already 8 losses. Midori Fuji, he brought up his Kachikoshi tonight against Shishi. He was a bit lucky. Shishi was disqualified. The Shishi dragged Midori Fuji across his front to try and throw him out of the ring, but a mono-e conference by the Shimpan judges found that Shishi got a big hair pull as he did it. Hansoku is the disqualifying term. Similar to punching, it is a banned move. So that got Midori Fuji his 8 wins. With that loss, Shishi will be on the Juryo barge with his ugly sumo back to the 2nd division, 8 losses. So in the lead after day 12, 10 wins, Ayanishiki Koroshoho, 9 wins, Yokozuna Onosato, Ichi Yamamoto, Atami Fuji Kosano, 8 wins, Sekiwake Kirishima, Sekiwake Wakataka Kage, Komusubi Takayasu, Tamawashi Ura Takanosho, Midori Fuji, and Mitakeumi, all Kachikoshi. 7 wins and still chasing that 8th win, Ozeki Korozukura, Abe, Hakuoho, Gonoyama, Roga, Tsurunumi, Shodai, and Fujinokawa. 6 wins Hiradumi, 5 wins, and on wood with 7 losses, Onakatsu, Takeru Fuji, and Toki Hayate. Already Makekoshi on a losing record, Komusubi Oshoma, Wakamoto Haru, Oho Kimbozan, Meisei Tobizaru, Sadanumi Chiyoshoma Asakoryu, Hidanumi, and KO Koto Eiho and Shishi. Our Kyujo guys who are out of the tournament and already have losing records, Yokozuna Hoshoryu, Sekiwake Daisho, and Endo, all Kyujo. That's it for day 11 and 12. Join me again, folks. Hakioi, let's learn sumo.